Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today it's Friday guys, so we're doing another crypto market roundup, and let's get started guys. So I'll go over Bitcoin and Ethereum first, and then all the other altcoins in my watch list. So let's start with Bitcoin USD, so Bitcoin to Tether guys on Binance. So I had some questions on Telegram why I don't do Bitcoin to Euro and stuff. Well, it's because most volume is in the Bitcoin to USDT pair right now on Binance. That's why I'm focused here. If it was in Bitcoin Euro, I would have been on Kraken on the Bitcoin Euro, but it's not. So there's no reason to do them there. Okay. So guys, let's see. So on Bitcoin, guys, well, as I said yesterday, it does look double toppy to me, and I think a retrace to 38.2, perhaps 38.2 is pretty. It's pretty likely. However, you have to keep in mind as well that the RSI is resetting here by just staying up here. So we could see another push. But how far will that push really be? You know, maybe 8,000, maybe, right? It's gonna be tough. I mean, because the RSI is very exhausted. So. But it can definitely go again, guys. You have to keep this in mind, right? RSI was down here and we went up. So when RSI comes down there again, we can go up again. Just keep that in mind, right? So that's Bitcoin for you. Very bullish. Then Ethereum to USD. This one's not that bullish, right, guys? I mean, look at it. So Ethereum is only at 458. It's not as bullish as Bitcoin. Bitcoin really has a dominance right now, guys. So Ethereum is one that you could look at to buy at like these support levels, right around 430 or so. Then got ADA to Bitcoin, right? So this one had a huge pump, guys, because of the the whole Coinbase and whatnot, and you know it, guys. There was a whole like it might come on Coinbase, etc. Right? Well, and now. So when you pump like that, you get a dump. So that's why I'm a little bit afraid for Bitcoin as well, because it pumped also kind of like this, right? And it simply needs to, relax and pull back. So yeah, that's on ADA right now. Honestly, if you want to buy this, I mean, it's soon at the 55 EMA on the 6 hour here, but I would rather wait for this pullback to this support. Right, because you see, so when it's still falling with these big candles, then it's going in speed, right? It has momentum down. It could definitely bounce a little bit, but I don't think the big bounce will be yet. Most of the time you first get small candles, it tells you about a reset and then go up, right? So that's ADA for you. ADX, stay away. I mean, it's close to a bottom. If you really want to play it aggressive, you can try and buy it here. Then we got Ion, well, making new lows. Yeah, stay out. Ambrosis, making new, not yet. I want to say making new lows, but yeah, I would wait for a double bottom on this one. AppCoin, it's currently at a double bottom here. We also see something that I immediately spot here is some bullish RSI divergence. So yeah, AppCoin is decent. BET, basic attention token. Well, you see a similar pattern here as on ADA, because the same thing happened here, right? The Coinbase, like, oh, we're getting on Coinbase, maybe, right? And then boom, down. So yeah, it's just giving back what it pumped for. Then Bitcoin Cash, well, it's Bitcoin Cash, guys. It's under even the buy zone 2 now. It's just to stay out, like it's a crap coin anyways, right? Bitcoin Cash to USD is falling lower as well. Blue Cell, if it gets to the 886 again, maybe it's a good buy. So guys, I'm talking about all these altcoins always, right? For the crypto market roundup. Do I trade them all? No. I mean, that'd be mad. But I just want to give you guys an update on all of them. So Binance is one I trade, and I think it's very interesting. And it's just giving back and giving back and giving back, right? So it will be interesting if it comes back to this support. So what we could potentially do here quickly on Binance is since it is probably coming back to that support, let's just give it some markings. You know, we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, right? And this is yellow. Thank you. There we go. So then what we can do is we can take the Fibonacci all the way from this bottom, right? Oh, I have the wrong tool. Sorry about that. I need to take the real Fibonacci, the retracement, not the extension. And then we go up here. And we go look where it is now. So the 0.5 is pretty, you know, it's for a 2 wave. So this is one big one now, right? This is 5 waves. So in reality, this is going to be one big one. And then the 2 waves should get it to about the 0.5 to 618, right? So that's the zone you want to look for, right? In between 13924 and 10987. So that's Binance for you. Then we got BQX. It's dropping further than the 886 here. I would wait for a complete double bottom. Bitcoin 1, the futures, well, you know, the longs. Alright, the longs are getting a little bit comfy here. Shorts are definitely down. Bitcoin gold. It is above the Ichimoku cloud. It's in between the EMAs. I think if you count this as a 1 and then a 2, it went under the 6.5, but it did go above it again. So you would expect a very shallow retracement right now then, right? Which is kind of what we're getting, a 38.2. I mean, if you don't count the wick, all the way to the 0.5, nearly 618. So yeah, Bitcoin Gold's doing okay. Bit shares. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 should be about a 38.2, right? It goes a little lower actually. It tries to go to the 0.5, but that's fine. Because here is your 1, so the 4 is allowed to go there. And then go up for a 5 to like the 3282, right? CMT is not a buy for me. It's currently at the 786, but it's definitely under this low. So I would really wait for this to bottom out, guys. But I don't think most of you guys are trading the other one anyways. Then we got Dash to Bitcoin. It's currently, I mean, it needs to get above this Ichimoku cloud. It's very choppy, very choppy. Excellent trader. I mean, 7%. You see how it goes. So yeah, but for it to start trending again, it needs to get above the Ichimoku cloud. We got Dent. Well, I hear in my Telegram sometimes great project, etc. Well, it might be a great project, guys, but it's definitely not a buy. It's under the 21 EMA. It just keeps on trucking down. So don't buy Dent, okay? Just don't. Elf to Bitcoin. 1, 2, and then we get a 3, 4. We should see a 5 somewhere, but what I don't like is the 3 is lower, and this can't be. So yeah, I don't really like this one. I wouldn't trade this one at the moment at all, simply because of the fact that the 3 is not even higher than a 2, so we can't even call it a 3. And I mean, yeah, don't trade this one. Don't trade Elf. EOS. I mean, when I say don't trade, it's just a suggestion, right? I mean, if you want to trade it, go ahead, but it's not something I would trade. Then we got EOS, guys. I think it will go to 786 next to get back this big gap. Right, needs to fill this gap. After that, we had a lot of trading action, so it could be a pickup at the 9150. ETC, well, it fell off a cliff. It had a head and shoulders if people want to look at that, but it's definitely going further than target on that. So I would wait for it to go back to support here and then look at it. So around 1900. Ethereum to Bitcoin. Well, Ethereum to Bitcoin, guys, you can see how weak Ethereum is towards Bitcoin, right? The dominance on Bitcoin is immense. So it could very well be that it goes all the way to 886 and then all the way to you know, the support here. Then we got Ethereum USD, we already went over that. GTO, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 is very deep. I would not want to buy that. So yeah, that's not one I would trade right now. GVT, well, it needs to get back to support here if I want to buy this. I don't really trade GVT though, but for the people who do, I would wait for it to go back to support. Icon, well, it's one of my favorites for this year, guys, and I stay with what I say. But it can definitely get back down to 886. Then it has done a complete market cycle, in my opinion. So it could get back here, guys, and honestly can even go a little lower because we have this gap here. So, and after that we should be booming, because Icon's not a bad project, it's a really good project, but the price action here is not good. Right? IOTA 786, this is a case of I don't think it's a good project, but the chart's looking okay-ish. 786, it has support here, can definitely go for another bounce. It does have some fanboys, so yeah. IOTX, well, it's just dropping lower and lower. Stay out. Self key, alright, well guys, we talk about this one a lot, so, you know, I have a few videos on it as well, because people are stuck, right? And I understand, completely understand you guys, but you have to understand as well that it can go all the way back down to 120 Satoshi. Okay, as crazy as it sounds, it can, because that's where the pump started. And honestly, let's just get rid of this right now, right? Honestly, guys, this pump here, this is a gap, right? We might as well fill that gap, right? So it still has a little bit to go, but it's close to being done, I think. And after that, we'll probably see a big consolidation, because this was a big pump, right? It needs to cool down. So Kyber network, and what I mean with cooling down, guys, is when something has pumped a lot, right? You might think like, okay, yeah, but it's dumped a lot as well. Now it's done. No, then it needs to cool down and just consolidate for a while. So Kyber network, guys, basically it has this bottom here, so I would be looking for this support if I wanted to trade this. Like I said, guys, I don't trade this all, you know, it's a few coins in my flag list that I trade, right? And this is not one of them. But if I do see some big volume on it on Binance one day, then I will look at it and put it in my flag list, and then when it takes a pullback, of course I'll trade it, but not just because. Chainlink, if it gets back to this bottom, be interesting. Loom, I know we have some Loom people in the Telegram as well that like Loom. Well, you might like Loom, but I don't like this toppy. So I think it will go back to this support here, and then perhaps you could see a bounce, right? Lisk, well, Lisk is just dropping off the earth. I mean, what else to say? It's a great project, but it's dropping off the earth, guys. I would be looking for this support, right? Litecoin, well, Litecoin, guys, it's dropping off the earth as well, and that's not good, guys, right? New lows, I would just not even want to trade that. So Litecoin to USD is doing okay-ish. Mana, well, Mana is just a big flat line, right? That's all we see from Mana, guys. We see a big flat line, every now and then we see a bump. I mean, that's all there is to it, right? That's all there is to Mana. Every now and then we have a pump. MFT, it's just going down. MTH, same here, guys. Look at these wicks. They are very telling, right? Pumps every now and then, but it does go lower. I would not want to trade this. MTL, metal, just keeps going down. It was once a great project, and now it's just pretty shitty. So yeah, We do have a bullish R-side divergence here, but I wouldn't want to trade this. Nano, well, it's dropping off the earth, right? And I don't think Nano is a good project, so not really interested in this one anyways. But it keeps on dropping, and that means stay out, guys. Don't trade it. Nefcoin, on the other hand, this one had a nice pump here. It's above the 55 EMA, above the 21 EMA. It's doing pretty good. It just needs a pullback and then see if it can hold this support here. I wouldn't buy it right here. Ncash is dropping off the earth. Neblio, it's dropping off the earth. Neo Bitcoin, guys, unfortunately is a little bit dropping off the earth here, right? So we need to take our fib from the bigger scale here, right up here. There we go. So it's at 786. It can definitely go to 886. So cheap Neo if we get down there, guys. Neo is a great project. 3.0 is coming. It's one I'm following always. Yeah, that's when it gets down here, I would buy some. When it gets down here, I'll buy some, because Neo is not going away, right? That's one of the projects I'm very confident of. So yeah, I might be a little bit biased there, but it's definitely one of the big boys that I can see in the top 10 very soon, right? It's number 12 right now or so. So yeah, Neo USD, you can see it's trying to move up. OMG is falling off the earth. It's also a decent project. 786, I mean, you could buy some. It's definitely not a bad one. I'll put it on my flag list. Ontology is another one. It's a good project, but it definitely needs to pull back from this big pump it had. So if you consider this a 1, and then I mean the 2 can go all the way to 886. Honestly, I mean we have this big gap here in between that we could potentially fill, especially 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, guys, so something that I want to tell you guys about on the LE wave. So if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, then often where it retraces to is the 4, right? And the 4 will be here. So it could very well bounce here, right? So don't only look at the fibs, always also look at this, that it's often retraces to the 4. Not always, but often. Okay, so if the fibs coincide with the 4, that's a big confluence, right? Pivax is just a dropping of the earth. It's just basically trying to get to where this wick is, right? Over time. So it's not one that I would want to trade. POE, big pump, then they gave it all back, and now we're nearly at support again. If you want to pick it up there, be my guest. Not one I would want to have. I don't know much about this project. Power, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perhaps we'll still get a 5. It's one you could play. It's definitely bullish. So, but keep in mind, could also be a ABC and then go back further down. So, but yeah, it's one you could play. Wait for a reversal candle though, like a doji or something, and then you can play it, right? QSP is currently at the bottom, right? It's at support. Let's put a fib on here. We put a fib on here. It's around that 886 level. It's full market cycle done. So yeah, it could definitely consolidate for a while and then maybe go up again. Qtum is same thing, 886. I don't count this wick because these wicks are just mad. But yeah, 886, guys. So it could just go down a little lower even to the support and then consolidate and go up again. RLC gave everything back, everything. It's currently at the bottom. So if you want to pick it up here, you know, you can. But I wouldn't pick it up at this massive volume going down. I would kind of wait for it to give you some kind of signal that it's stopping, you know, not with this big momentum going down. Then we got Salt, guys. Well, it had this big pump and now it's giving everything back. When it gets to this support, you could pick it up. Yeah, that's Salt for you. Storm. So Storm is making well, it's kind of trying to hold here at support. However, keep in mind that the low is all the way down here, so you still have a little bit to go to about 211 or so. And then look at it. Stratus. It is at the lows. You could be looking at picking it up. Once again, I don't count this wick. I just think it's a one big bear trap, right? So yeah, one big fat finger bear trap. So yeah, it's one you can look at. Substratum is well, it's currently close to support. I mean, it can still go all the way down here, guys, so keep that in mind. 1567. But let's take a look at fibs here, what we have here, right? If we take it from the whole picture, we're currently at the 886 area. It could be done. I wouldn't just bet on it and, you know, try to go in, but it could be done. Tron, well, Tron, guys, I mean, it's still going down massively. 886 is where I would be looking, see if it wants to bounce there. It's currently at 786, but it's going with full momentum there. Well, it's actually holding here a little bit, so maybe get a tiny bounce here, but I wouldn't expect too much of a bounce. Then, well, this fib's obviously all wrong. We need to take fib all the way from the bottom here to the top. So where's our 786? So right here, 19211. But I would honestly really be looking here. So it has a long way to go, guys. I wouldn't want to buy it at all. Wabi, whoa, it's actually below support. Yeah, stay out of Wabi, guys. It has new lows officially. One chain, same thing. New lows. I wouldn't want to even be in there. We got waves here. That wick so throws me off. But yeah, it's still going down. I wouldn't want to trade this. It could potentially all the way go down to where this wick is eventually. I would want to see some upwards momentum here before I would want to enter a trade. Walton chain. Well, Walton, guys, it needs to get to the 886. We have a lot of support here. You can see it bouncing here, so I mean the bounces are good. If we actually take this down all the way, there we go. 886 is around this area, so yeah, I would kind of want to see it come down there and then look for a possible entry if I wanted to get Walton. Bitcoin Euro, well, you know, not going over that. Bitcoin USD, Bitcoin USD. Stellar Lumens, well, Stellar Lumens kind of same thing, guys. Coinbase, big pump up. Also IBM that wants to do things with Stellar. So yeah, but it's definitely giving back. I mean, you know, after a pump you get a dump. So it doesn't matter what coin. Well, Bitcoin's an exception right now, but yeah, you can see, guys, it's giving back. Monero, well, Monero is currently at this support, so yeah, it's holding up. It's showing even some green. It could potentially get a run here. Ripple, well, Ripple is falling to the next levels. It says goodbye to these supports, and it's currently gonna visit the 786, and I think it will get back down all the way to 886 eventually. And then, you know, you can start looking at Ripple when it starts consolidating, because once a year, guys, it does a big massive pump. Ripple USD, nothing much to see there. Verge, Verge is well, 886. It could potentially give back all the way up this pump, all the way get back down to these areas. Who knows? I wouldn't want to buy this, honestly, unless I see an uptrend forming, and that, which I don't at the moment. Then we got Zach. Yeah, Zach needs to come back down to this support and then hold it, and then perhaps you want to buy it, but keep this wick in mind. This is a crazy wick, but maybe eventually wants to go back down there. I don't think so, but It's massive. It could definitely get back down to these areas though, at 23548 or so. It was close to that, but it can definitely go lower. I wouldn't want to buy this. We got Zilliqa. Well, Zilliqa is one I'm looking at every day because it has some things coming up in Q3, but it's definitely not so promising. If we put a fib on here, 6.5, yeah, 786, the next area we can look at. So wait for it to get down there. We do see some bullish RSI divergence here, but it can definitely get back down here. So yeah, look for that. 0x, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I see perfect waves like this, I'm definitely interested, right? I mean, actually, this is not perfect. It gets into the 1, so I would put the 5 low. It's probably like gonna be some kind of rising wedge, right? Actually, it's still channeling, but yeah, I don't like it when the 4 gets well into the 1, right? But it is definitely one that is semi-bullish above the Ichimoku cloud, so it's one you could look at. And that's it, guys. That's it for the crypto market roundup. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So quickly look at Bitcoin here. It's trying, guys. Like I said, it can do another pump because of the fact that it is resetting its RSI here. So on the 6 hour we look here, but quickly on the 1 hour we are all the way back down here again. So it can definitely do another pump. I'm well aware of that, and I will buy in if it breaks out. So yeah, that's it, guys. Also, if you're not in my Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPygoz blog where you can ask me any question, ask other people questions. It's just a great chat box to be in, right? Let's take a look what's going on here. A lot of people talking. We had some report here. What else? Yeah, so everyone's sharing with each other. Also, guys, join up with the CryptoPygoz feed where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find one, you know, I'll tell you guys about it. And it's most likely with a good team, good MVP, and a blockchain project such as you know, an infrastructure project, a blockchain or a protocol, and of course just a whitelist for it, right? So you can join the sale when it's on. So yeah, guys, also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and also follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz, and yeah, stay up to date there. So yeah, guys, both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you've got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.